All right, guys. Today we're going to be assembling this KP Mini SS3. So let's get started. By the way, I have got a mic set up. Hopefully you can hear clearly. I will try to note the tools that I'm using. Let's get this show on the road. This darn box out of the way. Grab a couple gloves and get gloved up. Hopefully everybody can enjoy this video. First off, I need to find some cutters to cut these bands. I think these will work. Not the tool of choice, but they'll do. Okay, the other ones I can untwist by hand. Front wheel out of here. This is the SS3, the carbureted model. I don't have the fuel injected ones yet. I'm trying to get through these ones. But I've heard a lot of people say that they prefer the carbureted ones. Set that wheel off to the side. Let's get a 10mm and start buzzing this cage off. Probably really noisy with the mic. That's just how it is. I save these screws. These are good for attaching license plates. Try not to get your tools tangled up in that plastic. Sorry, I don't have any background music. I'm not sure what music works for not to be copyright stuff. Okie dokie, I think we can start Pulling this apart. I have a dumpster outside I throw all this metal into. To unwinding these. I hope everybody enjoys watching these assembly videos as I try to get better at them as they go. Just getting all the plastic off. I like to keep these to kneel on as I'm working on it. This is our box of accessories. Here we will have all of our nuts and bolts and battery. Mirrors. Owner's manual and toolkit. Battery. And our accessory pack. All of our goodies. I like to prep my battery first. That way it has time to settle. Peel this plastic off. Get the acid pack opened up here, maybe. All right, and you pop this cap off and drop this acid pack onto the battery. And then it comes with a little tack for you to poke holes in it so that it can breathe as it's pouring the acid in. We'll let that do its thing over there. And I'll grab a replacement glove. More cable ties for the handlebars. unwrapping process is more, I think it's more work than actually putting it together. Here's our front fender. I had a customer request a white one, so that's why we're putting this together. Just to be pre-prepared. All right, so we got the fender, battery, key. I need my cutters again. The key is zip tied to the throttle handle assembly. All right, key in the ignition. All right, I think we are about ready to start popping the handlebars on. Open up our little accessory pack here. One bag is for like the front fender and the body clamps and whatnot. The other bag is for the front wheel spacer and handlebar bolts. But first, before you put the handlebars on, you have to put this choke lever on. Otherwise, it's hard to get on there. Just a little choke lever you got to hook the cable to. Okay, and we got bolts. These are Allen bolts to bolt down the handlebars to this clamp setup. Okay, now those are 6mm. Got our 6mm on the gun here, and we'll just lightly buzz these down. They can be adjusted to your desired angle later. All right, and then we'll need a Phillips screwdriver, and we'll start placing these switches on. Not sure if you can see me from here, but hopefully. Sorry about the sniffles. Got a little runny nose. I think it's my allergy crap. There's a little alignment pin you just got to get lined up. Place the screws back in. Doesn't seem like it's sitting down there evenly. Let's check on this thing. Oh yeah, good thing I checked. Forgot. I screwed up. I even told you guys you got to get that choke. Got to get that choke lever on there first. And I halfway did it. So you got to make sure that thing slid all the way. All the way over here. That's where it goes. I've done this several times. I just slipped my mind. Okay, right about there. Now we got our choke cable. You gotta kind of weasel into here. It's easier when you grab it with like a pair of needle nose pliers, but I like to make things difficult on myself. Okay, so now once you get the cable on there, you kind of fit it in there. Then you find that alignment pin right about there. Now we can attach this. Again, it's a Phillips screwdriver. Just hold it steady with your hand and snug it up. Then from here, we can attach the handle for the clutch. There are two different sizes for these. This is the wider one, so we'll go with this one. These will be an 8mm. I'll just snug these up with my fingers for now and then put the other side together. Okie dokie. And Phillips screwdriver again. And then we disassemble the throttle, twist throttle assembly. sometimes you got enough cable to slide that on without pulling it off. So there we go. And this one's a little more tricky to find that alignment pin. It's right on the bottom. There we go. Nope, missed it. Make sure the throttle works good and smooth before you clamp it down. And we'll put our Phillips screws right back in there. Cinch that sucker back down. And we'll grab our other clamp. This is for the front brake lever. This is also 8mm. So now I'll grab the 8 and we'll buzz those down. Is this the 8? Set them at your desired area, whatever angle you like them at. This one has the little plugs. Just gotta make sure you don't pinch those. All right, so now we got clutch. Seems like it sticks out a little further. I wonder if I did that backwards. I might have put that on backwards. It doesn't look like it's sitting there in the proper spot. I've done that before. Want the lever on the opposite side. I think I got this thing twisted. I do. Dummy. Okay, so now we gotta get our... Shoot, don't tell me I gotta take this off again. Let's pull this grip loose. Flip this sucker around. wondering why that seemed kind of weird putting that cable on. Did I just do it again? Why did I flip that around? Golly. Done this so many times. It's been a while though. Alright. Let's try this again. Alright, you sucker. Hands are getting slippery. Okay, so the alignment pin now. Alright, something is strange here. This is all whacked out. Alright, so like that. I think this thing was just tangled up. Wow. Probably should edit that out, but it just wouldn't be right. Wants to sit just like that, so I guess that's how we're going to do it. Maybe they drilled the pins, the holes in the handlebars a little off or something. Just doesn't seem like it's lining up properly, but we'll work through it. Weird. That's exactly what happened. There's two sets of There's two sets of pinholes now. There's one there and one there, so they must have misdrilled one and then redid it, because there's not usually two spaces. Come on, you booger. There it is. All right, we made it. So yeah, I guess you got to watch out for that. There was an extra set of alignment pinholes there that had me a little confused, and I put it on the wrong one. Very interesting. Alrighty, now we can put the grip back on. Seems like it fits a lot better now. Now it seems a little short. This is better than being long. Hanging up on stuff. And hear my phone buzzing over there. All right, let's move this stuff out of the way, and then I'll get the engine hoist, and we will get the front of this bugger together. Just make sure I got enough view for the front. Oh, we're at 33 minutes already. All right, going up. Just take a little tension off so that I can get the front axle out. There. Okay. I forget the sizes. I think that is a, I want to say it's a 15. 15, and I'm pretty sure it is 18. 18. So 15 and 18 the front axle. are free. That'll do. And then I like to get this metal crate out of the way. The edges of these suckers are sharp. Okay, so our front wheel. I don't need that. Too much stuff on there. Okay, in the brake caliper, you're going to have a little spacer. You want to take that out. And then we've got our spacer, our speedo sensor. It has grease on it. Just make sure there's no dirt and debris in there when you put it together. And then this will go in this side. So your spacer goes into the brake rotor side. I like to just get the axle right in there. And then I will align the brake into the caliper, the rotor and the caliper, then slide this through. It just starts to poke through. First time I did this was a pain. And then it's got two little notches that fit into these grooves here. So you line that up and then push your axle through to where it's almost through. And then I like to twist this just a little bit and then just rotate that sucker right in there. And there's a little notch where this speedo sensor goes onto the fork. So then pop your axle right through. Put your nut on. This goes to 50 foot-pounds. It's 51, but that's about 50. Now we can drop her down, get this hoist out of here. Kickstand. Also in gear. All right, now we start assembling the front fender. That was one bag of accessory stuff. Gonzo. So for this, we're gonna need that 8mm. Gonna need a good Phillips. and the 8mm. Nope, we don't need those. I don't know why they do that, but they always give you extra for the clamp. Okay, so we can put these away. We'll get a good screwdriver. This 8mm socket. And from there, I think we're good to go. Okay, so there's these little rubber grommets that go inside the fender. There's 6 of them because there's 6 attachment area spots. And then you can do this now or afterwards. There's the little sleeves that you pop in there. One more. There it is. All right, then you just slide this right in here. And then it attaches with these Phillips screw bolts. Just get them finger tight in there. Not even finger tight, just get them threaded in. Okay, now these ones kind of get just these little spacers out of the way, bushing things. These are the, you can kind of set them up there and see how it's gonna go, you know. Again with the Phillips screw bolt. You have to bend it open to be able to get it in there easier, that little grommet thing. So then we just, same deal, attach it through that sleeve into the forks. Same deal on the other side, except it's a bigger one. This is for the, that's the brake line. But this one takes a little bolt, goes in the side of the fender. All right, you little sucker. Just doesn't want to line up there. Pull, there we go. Gonna pull the brake line down a tad. We got a little 8mm nut. Goes right there. And the last Phillips screw goes in there. And then we start tightening these up. Okay, and then there's a little bracket up here. The bolt is up here already screwed in, so 8mm, and then this bracket attaches right there so that you can adjust this wherever it needs to go. But you kind of fit it up there to see how it's going to mount, so you know. And you squeeze that little grommet in there. This is to keep your speedo cable attached and out of the way. Pull it down, get a little more slack there. And close that little 8mm down. Two reflectors right here on the forks. One on each side. One extra bolt for this, but they always leave it in there. Now we are on to the battery. All right, we got our acid pack off. Then we put our little cap on here. Push those things all the way down in there. And we are good there. Now we need the key. Pop the seat off. We are almost there. Okay, pull your battery cables through. They tuck them down in here. Pull those through. Set the battery in. Put your little battery nut thing in there. Sometimes these are fun. All right, that one, good. Same thing on the negative side. Okay, so then you just make sure that you got those how you want them. Tighten them down. Put the cover on. Make sure our gas is, that's on. Our key. Time to gas it up. Make sure we got power. Booyah, we got power. Just hopefully I got enough gas. Oh yeah, that'll do. Pour some gas in her. It ain't much, but it'll start it. All right, let's give her a crank. She's alive. It's a little cold, so it wants some choke. I always let them warm up for their first start. While they're warming up, I put the batteries on, or not the batteries, the mirrors. Already put the battery on. That one over here. Those take a 14mm wrench. These are kind of a two-piece, so you snug down the base and then screw this in. It's got a little jam nut. Snug that up. Same deal on this side. Screw that base in. And set the mirror where you want it. And snug up that jam nut. All right. And there we have it. We have a complete assembly. Check our blinkers. Front blinker. Right blinker. Go with our flash. Good there. High beam, low beam. Horn's good. Got our four ways. Well, that concludes our build. Thanks for watching.